Welcome back to the channel. We're here back in Keswick at the railway station, the old railway station, and today this walk's going to be about a 6-mile loop, starting from here and finishing from here. So the walk we're doing today, we've got some history with the railway line, some even more history you'll find out in a minute, and some lovely views. I think it's going to be a good day. So this is the old railway station in the background there. It's been converted, so here you can probably see a pool table in there. That's Keswick Hotel. It got converted from a station, and basically the hotel said they would take it on, look after it. I believe they lease it off the national park. Okay, so we're going to carry on up the railway. I think it's about 2 or 3 miles. It's about, if you're doing this out and back, maybe 2 miles before we turn off the railway. Okay, you can see where we are on the map here. There's all these information boards along this route, tell you about everything. We're going to do a slightly different one where we follow this path round, and then we'll be cutting back across where we at there, cutting across here and then coming up here and going to a famous viewpoint, Castlerigg Stone Circle. Okay, this is also part of the Castlerigg footpath network. Okay, so when you come through this tunnel here, I'd like to say you're coming out of Keswick at this point. Okay, as you're coming up to the top of the hill here, if you look down the way here, that's the old forge. I believe the old forge is this building here, the old mill. Okay, as you come over the hill, you'll be greeted with a great big huge concrete structure. That's the A66 bypass was put in. It was actually voted concrete structure of the year in 1999. So there you go. Right, so after the floods, there used to be the path used to go up and sort of in between there and then on a wooden walkway, but it was deemed unstable. So they decided to unearth the old railway tunnel. This is the Bobbin Mill tunnel. They've done some significant work to get this back up, because this whole tunnel was buried. They've extended it a bit and put some lights in as well. There is a information board about how it was all put together, how they extended it. Here's the Greta Bridge structure. What was it? Voted best concrete engineering structure of the century. There you go. It's quite fun if you've got kids. You know, you can always say, look, you've got this tunnel and we've got these little hidey holes. There's been questions about people wanting to know what these little hidey hole things are. And basically for I don't know, what you call them, track engineers, people who used to work on the railway. If they were ever in the bridge, in the tunnel, and they were working away and a train was coming, they got to hide in there. And of course, trains in them days were steam trains, so this whole tunnel would have filled with steam and or smoke. So imagine what it'd be like just in there as the train comes flying past. You didn't have earplugs or anything. It would be quite an experience. Right, as you're exiting the tunnel, we've got a bit of a nice viewpoint here. It's the old Briery. So over there's a little caravan park. Yeah, you've got a little stop-off point, a little viewpoint here. In summer you can't see this, but there's a little tunnel right in there Always wanted to go and have a look what that is, but I've never had a chance. Right, so this is your viewpoint, and as you can see up in the background there, that's Blease Fell, part of Blencathra. If you're setting off from Blencathra Centre, doing the walk up, you'll go up there. You can probably just see the path, and as you can see, it's such a nice day. Kind of wish I was going up there today, but it looks mighty cold, probably a bit windy. Okay, so we're at Lowbrary Holiday Village. Lovely red telephone box there. Yeah, so this is a little holiday park that just sort of backs onto this this railway. Now I believe Lowbrary was the old bobbin mill, and there's another bridge going across there. Right, so we're 1 mile out of Keswick now. There's these little mile signs that tell you how far you've gone on this path. Okay, we're coming up just past the bobbin mill, across the river Greta, and this is where you can sort of first see the signs of flooding. Now this has happened very recently, this tree across here. That's the first time I've seen that actually. Anyway, so this side here, you can see the banking sort of all eroded, and that was, the river was high, you know, you can see the line. The river was up really high, so high that the Lowbrary here, 7 static caravans went down the river about 2 miles, got caught under a bridge in town, which caused some of the partial flooding in Keswick. So we basically follow this route now for about another mile, and then we'll take a right and cut off through, and then we'll head up towards Castlerigg Stone Circle. Okay, so we're coming up to one of the first new bridges in the floods in 2015. 2 bridges got wiped away, and if you think this is an old railway path, there were significant bridges. In fact, if you look down to the left hand side and follow it down to about here, you can see a little bit of the bridge, and that's pretty much where it landed. The whole thing uprooted, spun right round, and it landed there. And you're talking, oh, God knows how many tons of metal. The thing was designed to take a railway going across it, or a train going across it, and a railway. So they put this new structure up, and so far so good. This one stood the test of time. It's been up about 3 years now. Work was slowed down just due to the pandemic and everything. If you've ever seen my park run video, this is where you stop and turn around. You can actually see the park run post and the signs that they've got locked there that they use weekly. Okay, we're coming up to the halfway point of the railway walk. It is a little over halfway, but some more boards about everything, what everything happened. There is a picture of bridge that got knocked down. There we go. A little place here that used to be a mini train station. Okay, so this was the second bridge that got put in. The other one got wiped out after the floods. And when the river's low, you can actually see parts of the old bridge. I'm just having a quick scan around now, and I can't see, but it's usually about here. But the river's actually quite high, so you can't see much at the moment. So after this bridge here, we're going to be stepping off the railway trail, making our way up towards Castlerigg Stone Circle. So we're basically turning off up here, through this gate, and then onwards and upwards through the field. Now if you're feeling like you want a little picnic spot, this little tree here is quite nice. You get views of Clough Head, and if you pan round through them trees there, you can just see the top of Blencathra in the snow. There it is, just peeking through. Okay, so you want to be cutting through here. As you can see, permitted path, Castlerigg Stone Circle, avoiding the A66. Okay, so I first did this route on a run, just went out and followed my nose basically, and thought it'd be quite a nice little circular walk for someone coming from Keswick. Like I say, it's about 6 miles, can take you easy going 2.5 hours, and it's not too steep a walk. There's no big hills, but you do get some nice history of the lakes. Coming up to the A66, we go through a tunnel underneath the road, which is quite good because as you can hear, it's quite a busy road. There's the A66. As you can see, we are quite close. Fun fact, there was some sheep on the A66 and I stopped and managed to get them over here. Anyway, so this path goes, traverses along here. There was a sign back there that said it's not a public right of way, but is a permissive footpath, which basically means the landowners give permission for people to walk through here. Okay, when you come out of this field here, you are onto a main road, so if you've got any dogs, please make sure they're under control. And what we'll be doing is taking a left and then a quick right, and then we're going to climb up to Castlerigg Stone Circle. Okay, as you come down here now, take a right, you'll see a sign that says Climbing Wall and Cafe. As we're coming along here, you take another right, again see the sign Climbing Wall and Cafe. As you're walking up this road here and you take a look to the left, you'll see St John's in a Vale and Thirlmere Valleys. St John's is just over the hill. This range here, another nice range to walk along, and you got Thirlmere Valley. Okay, so we're coming up to where the climb wall and the cafe is. The cafe is called the Hungry Heifer, and then if you want to go up there and stop off for refreshments, you can. There's also the climbing wall. You could, if you're feeling energetic, you can have a go at that. Okay, so we're coming up to the Stone Circle. The Stone Circle is an old historic place of a circle with stones. Quick little advertisement for the cafe down the road there. Teas, cakes, sandwiches and everything else. 9:30 to 4:30 daily. So as you look at Castlerigg Stone Circle, it was built around 4,500 years ago by prehistoric farming communities. Settled here on fertile regions fringing the mountains of the heart of the Lake District. This site was carefully chosen to impress and draw upon the nature and the dramatic surrounding fells. It's almost like it's scripted, that, isn't it? Now this is a rare sight, me being the only one here. This is the benefit of getting up early on a Sunday morning. You can get the whole site yourself. This is a very rare occasion. In fact, I don't think I've been up here with no one around. There are a few people coming, just stopping off, but for the moment, this place is mine. It's hard to believe this has been here 4,000 years. I wonder what it would look like back then. Okay, let's continue our walk. So we're going to go back out here, take a right, and then follow another footpath just down the road a little bit. Okay, so it's through this gate we want to be going. There's a signpost there to say this is where the footpath is. Now you basically want to be staying up by the fence and following this path along here. It does get a bit muddy along here in winter time. Probably need some boots. Right, this kind of brings us into Thirlmere Valley, and we'll be coming along to a little place called High Nest. As you look in here, the footpath goes pretty much straight through. If you look at the wall there, you'll see a gate, and then you just want to carry on going through there. Okay, this is just looking back from the gate. All this area here is quite boggy, so what I did was I just came up a little bit higher and round, but you're still graced with bog. Okay, so once you go through that gate, you come down and you'll just see a little gate through the tree, towards the trees there. There's a little gap there, and you just go towards there. Okay, so once you go through that gate, we're on to the next gate, and I think it's just a gate after that. So when you're walking through here, you're probably going through about 4 gates, but you just follow this field and take in the views. Looks like there's been a bit of wind damage on here. Looks like it's really come through and knocked basically this corner of the wood down. It's just a little wood, but yeah. So when you come through this gate, you'll see a little white building through there. That is High Nest, and that's where the next gate is. So you need to sort of follow the footpath along and then diagonally up towards that building. Okay, so we're leading up to High Nest now. You basically follow this path all the way now to the road, and as we get to the road, cross over onto the footpath and then go up the road a little bit, and then you take another left and then through the fields to Castlerigg. Okay, at the top of this hill you want to be taking a left just by these trees, then cutting through the field there. Okay, this is cutting through the fields towards Castlerigg farmhouse and Castlerigg campsite. and then along it'll take you down into Springswood. Just go through this gate here, and then again follow the track, keeping to the right of the field, and then you'll be taking a right at the end of here. Okay, through a couple of gates, follow this road wall now, and then you'll just see it going to the right hand side. Cut through there and follow on down towards the farm. Right, through this gate, over the top of this hill here, again keeping to the track on the right hand side, following the wall. Okay, so come up to the next gate, same thing, cut through this gate, keep to the right hand side and carry on down to the road. Here is actually quite a nice good viewpoint. You can just over the wall there's Castlerigg campsite, and you can see quite a lot of Newlands Valley and the mountain range over there. Turn around a bit, you can see Skidder. Turn around a bit more, you've got Blencathra. Over to the right a bit more there, Clough Head, leading over Rays and all them lot over there. Okay, so as you're coming down here, make your way down to this gate here. When you get to the road, take a left. Okay, so you want to be cutting right here. As soon as you get on the road, take a left and then cut right down here. So now we're back in Springswood. All we've got to do now is follow this footpath down next to the river, all the way down to the Springs farm. This descent here that we're going down is the one you would come up and down on Waller Crag. I've got a guide for that. Can anyone remember this from a last video? Right, so you continue on down here. Again, taking in the views of Derwent. Look how glassy the lake is there. Bloody lovely. Bloody lovely. So we're just at the bottom of Springswood now, leading to the end of Springs Road and Springs Farm. All you need to do here is cut through the farm on the right hand side. There is a tea room here if you fancy a cuppa. If not, just keep on going, cut through the farm on the right hand side, over the bridge, and then follow the road. Follow this road round, it skirts to the left and then goes to the right and then comes to another T-junction right at the end. That's Castlehead Wood there. Got a video of a small walk I did going up there. Got some stunning views just in that little point. If you do want to do that, you can see the video where it picks up and it basically cuts through the wood and then goes onto the top there. Okay, so at the end of the road here, this is Springs Road. You want to take a left. If you want to go all the way into town, just stay on this road and keep going. Okay, this is Ambleside Road. Like I say, if you want to go all the way into town, into the town centre, just keep going down on this road, ignore everything, and then you'll just basically see the town centre. Okay, if you want to go back to where the station is, look for Acorn Street. You want to take a right down here and then an immediate left onto Southey Street. From here, you just want to take this road all the way to the end. Okay, at the end of this road, you want to cross over, go down Station Road, straight down there, and that takes you straight to the station. Okay, so just follow this road to the end, cut through the leisure centre, and you'll be back to where you started. So just cut through over here and then round the back of the leisure centre. Okay, that's it guys, that's the walk, and done a full loop this time, so hopefully this has been a help to someone. Right, see you in the next one.